E aí, galera que tá ligada aqui na Rádio The Rock Brasil, beleza? Hoje eu tenho aqui comigo Filippa Nässil, guitarrista e capitã da banda Thundermother. Filippa, how are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
Good, because at this time I got the thing right.
Yeah, we've been trying this for a few
Oh
minutes.
yeah, we'll take one, two, and three, and four.
Yeah.
Filippa, I got few questions here, and one of them to start off is how you got in the music, or
Into,
how music got in you, you know?
well, I grew up in a family where my brother played piano every day.
Hmm.
My father was playing the bass, some guitar, and I was kind of the underdog. I was I wanted to play as well, but I didn't know really what. So I played some folk instruments in
Hmm.
Sweden that we have. One called the key harp. It's like a violin,
Hmm.
but it was pretty boring, if I'm going to be honest with you. then, but I wanted to be an artist. I knew that from very young, like I was 8 years old,
Hmm.
and then I'm going to be an artist somehow. And then I discovered a band called Rage Against the Machine, and I saw them jumping around on stage, being crazy, and I knew that's what I'm gonna do. I want to be an entertainer. I want to be a crazy guitar player.
Interesting. At the age of 8, like this.
No, no, I was around, I think 13 when I
Hmm.
realized that I really want to do this. Then I've been playing acoustic guitar for a few years already, so I could play acoustic guitar from I was 11 or
Wow.
10 even. So
Hmm.
that's when I discovered I want to play electric guitar. When I was 13. And I was 14 years old and I was already very good because I practiced 4 or 5 hours a day for a year.
Wow.
So I decided to continue with becoming a better guitar player.
Hmm.
So I applied for a really big artist school in Sweden without my parents' permission. I did it like a secret.
You're a troublemaker.
I wrote a letter. I faked my dad's name on the on the application, and then I just told my parents they want me to come for an audition in Stockholm, and that was 600 kilometers away from home when I was 15. So, and then my dad was like, "Okay, we go there and see what happens." And I didn't come in straight away, but then I got a call in August in that summer, and I was at home alone practicing guitar. Actually, I remember what song I was playing. I was playing Doctor Feelgood with Motley Crue.
Holy crap.
When I answered the old phone, when you had
Uh-huh.
back in
Oh gosh, Felipa.
and they said you got in, and I had school starts in 1 week.
Holy cow.
So we needed to quickly find somewhere for me to live in the capital city. So I moved in with my aunt, my relative,
Hmm.
and started a school, a guitar school for rock and roll and pop music. Very
Hmm.
very difficult to get in, and I was the only girl, and was not. We were 90 guitar players in the school, and I was the only girl.
18 boys and you own the only girl. Oh my gosh. I can imagine, like, all the boys around are like, hey, what the hell this chick is doing here? I mean, because back then, I mean, still nowadays a little bit, rock metal, the whole genres is all made by guys, and have a blonde young girl come with the guitar, and now I'm sure they're like, who's that? What's she's trying to prove here or to be here, right?
Yeah, I was just going for my bigger goal to become an artist in some sort. And it was difficult. I became a little bit insecure because the guys gave me a lot of comments, in school back then.
And the negative ones, right?
Yeah, like play faster. You can't, you can't do it and stuff like that. Even some teachers were very hard on me because, they remember me, they see me much more because there was no other girls to focus on. So they became much harder on me than they was on the boys.
What a bastards.
More strict. They
Uh-huh.
almost failed me in guitar class. I almost didn't get a grade because they were so hard on me.
What a world.
And right now, they've been asking me to come back, and I'm having lectures and clinics on the school. So that's very fun.
See, it's karma. It's a payback,
Yeah.
you know. They treat you bad back then. Now you're a rock star. They go like, oh yeah, the little girl that came the guitar. Wow. Hey, can you
Yeah.
help me a bit? Oh, really? Now you ask me for help? What a world, you know, what a spin thing.
Yeah. It's I'm used to it. You get tougher and tougher and more skin on your nose.
True.
Definitely. And it's been good for me because the industry is hard.
It is. It
It's
is a
ruthless.
backstabbing. It's a backstab, it's a brutal. The music industry
Yeah.
is dog eat dog every day.
Yeah,
We all know that.
absolutely.
We both know that.
Yeah. So I learned from a young age to be very, confident in my vision and not take any bullshit.
Great. I mean, on Facebook, I saw it already. You're the captain of the band. And as a captain of a boat, so you created the boat. How was creating Thundermother, and how did you get this nickname, the captain?
Uh, well, I was having my first lineup in the band, and I was sitting with my best friend talking. They have so many opinions right now. They want to change the direction from
Mhm.
ACDC to something I don't like at all. This is not what I want. I want to. This is my vision, my band. I want to do what I want. So she just said, just write your captain on Facebook. So that was back in 2012. No one can
Awesome.
misunderstand that. Yeah. So yeah, I did that, and they just saw it on Facebook. Oh yeah.
Oh gosh, I like
I,
this.
I I learned
I
to be
like his attitude, you know.
I learned to be very clear with that. I'm the boss, and if you want to have another direction, you can start your own band.
Simple as that. I like your attitude. I really like it. And how was forming Thunder Mother? How everything
Uh,
started back then?
well, I lived in a little town called Växjö.
Hmm.
I was studying there at the moment. That's why I lived there. And school, university was over. Everything. I was what to do with my life now. I have all this knowledge and nowhere to go. I'm without a job.
Hmm.
Uh, Paid so much money for school. I have guitars and I have a vision. I have my Marshall amp. So I reached out to another girl in the same town that played bass.
Hmm.
That was the first thing I did because I knew she was a good musician
Oh.
and
Uh-huh.
a rocker. And then we had a meeting, and she joined, and then we came up with a band name, Thundermother, together.
A good question as well. How did you come up with the name? Because I mean, to me, knowing you from Sweden, the first thing in my head comes up is Thunder Mother, Gods of Thunder. Is a Viking thing, you know, is a Thor stuff. So
Oh,
walk me through the name of how you got the name of the band.
it's like power up, like with ACDC's latest album. It's
Hmm.
simple, it's classic, it's straight on. You know what you get? You get thunder, thunderous feeling. It's going to
Hmm.
be a big show, explosions, fire, sparks, the whole shebang. And I said it's good if you know exactly what it is in the name already. So that it was not about the Viking thing.
Hmm.
It's not my cup of tea. I don't like Sabaton. um, but
I
I
can.
respect.
I'm neutral when it comes to liking bands. You know, I'm just myself. But anyway, carry on.
Yeah, but same here. And so I was just going for that basically, and she helped me come up with it, and then we just had a few beers and came up with the name in like 20 minutes because yeah. It was easy, actually. Just Google anyone called Thundermother. Ah, yeah, there was a band in the 70s. They don't exist anymore.
Okay.
So Google is free. No Instagrams, no Facebook pages. We can take it. It's just bam, bam, bam. Take the page, take the Instagram, take that, and
Register the
register.
name.
Yeah, own the name, pay the bill, and then I had something going.
Oh.
So
Oh.
that was before the members. The name came first.
Mm-hmm.
Vision.
And how was like, at the beginning, because most of the bands when they started as fun, oh, let's play for fun, let's do a gig here and there. And how the whole thing start like, getting the angels start getting like, together.
Well, it was not for fun, but it is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Because I love I wrote the songs already in the first 2 days. I wrote 4 songs.
2 days.
Just
Wow.
just coming up with a name, I wrote 4 songs in 2 days because I was
Mm-hmm.
very clear what I wanted. And then the girl that I wanted this with, yeah, we were looking for members.
Mm-hmm.
And I said from the start, this is going to be the biggest band ever. We're going to be female AC/DC band. you know,
Interesting. Uh-huh.
uh, so because there's a big gap. There's nothing like it in the world. Girls playing classic rock.
Mm-hmm.
I see there's some time left, only 10 minutes. We have to speed up then.
No, we can even do like the second part as well. I can break into parts.
Okay. And then we couldn't find. We found a few members. We had like a gig in the youth yard.
Mm-hmm.
We got a little festival gig in the area, and then because we found some members, but actually we had a guy on drums.
Oh.
We had a good singer, and then the band was just 2 months old, and before the gig on the festival, I was very excited. This is the start. The singer Natalie was her name. I quit the band. I'm engaged.
What the hell? Just like
What the
this.
hell? Yeah, I'll do the show, but tomorrow you have to look for a new singer, she said. And I was like, okay, so starts a little bit bumpy here, And then we decided, me and the bass player, because okay, so we find a singer and a female drummer in Stockholm. We move.
Mm-hmm.
We move to a bigger city and look for members. So I quit. I set up my lease from the apartment. I asked for a transfer in the job to another city, and then she called me, the bass player, and said, "I'm not coming with you."
Holy shit.
And I was like, seriously? I already fixed an apartment for us to move in together in Stockholm. So that was a setback for me.
It just
Already.
like it's trying to run and someone just come and kicks right in the ankle.
Yeah, this was 2009. So I was like, only problems right now. And I have this great idea of a female Thundermother.
Uh-huh.
So I moved by myself without any members in the band to Stockholm. And I
You and your
started going.
guitars. Boom.
Yes. And I started having guitar lessons in Stockholm, and I looked for a job, a real job, and
Mm-hmm.
to pay rent. That was
And
pretty high.
eat. Uh-huh.
And eat. So I went in, asked for jobs in clothing shops, rocky clothing shops,
Mm-hmm.
and then they said, "No, we don't have any positions. Do you know any singers?" I said. Oh yeah, I know this person. So I got numbers for that instead. Starting making calls, looking for musicians
Uh-huh.
at the
My.
same time.
So that's pretty much was the start of Thundermother.
Yeah, and then I went in rock clubs,
Mm-hmm.
telling people I had a great band called Thundermother, but I never told anybody. It was only me.
I mean, you have to start and survive somehow, a little lie sometimes, It
Yeah,
doesn't
little
matter.
lie.
It doesn't
Yes,
matter.
I wanted to already build up anticipation
Hmm.
for something that wasn't there yet, but people bought it. Like, oh, there's Thundermother. Sounds cool. Looking forward to hearing it. And the talk started, but
I
I didn't
mean,
have any plan.
but it's good. It's good because you seem to have like a business mind. You're very straight. You know what you want, which is good. Because not most, but some musicians they don't have this business mind. They just think, oh, music, arts, and oh, okay, let's see how it goes, and then. But you
Yep.
start off. You start off with the
I
right
took
foot, with the right minds.
I started opposite, yeah, like any other musician do.
It's
But
true.
I think I am very good with the business.
I can see now. I can see it.
I like that part, doing emails and contacts and networking and
Hmm.
yeah,
It's part of the
designing
excitement.
designing cool stuff and preparing a cool show, and yeah,
Hmm.
I love it.
And another thing as well, Filippa, I've noticed that you're a big fan of AC/DC, so I'm sure AC/DC helped to influence your
Yeah,
band a lot because when I listen to pretty much all the albums from the band, I can hear this AC/DC touch. Not 100%, but I can feel like, hey, there's Akadaka over there.
yeah. The guitar sound will never be anything else. It's only Marshall and Gibson
Hmm.
guitars. No pedals in between. Just I'm very proud of my guitar sound, which is classic AC/DC styles from the
Hmm.
70s. And even if we change and evolve our music, because
Hmm.
it's I don't want to just write that. I want to be free in creativity. Also, bandmates can be free in their creativity and write songs.
Hmm.
I love a good song. I always love a good pop tune. Even if it's a good hook, I'm like, oh. So but we will never lose the vibe of the classic sound. A good
Hmm.
drum kit is very important as well,
Hmm.
and a Fender bass. And
I see.